Yo, what up? It's your boy Dangle Nugget, and welcome to another story time. This time is about the dangers of online dating. Totally kidding. But I'm going to tell my stories of online dating, my successes, and my failures. Well, it started out with a couple successes, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I am a hunk after all. Just kidding. But for real, my first girlfriend that I ever met when I was going to Full Sail University, which is going to have to be a completely separate story time because that was an awesome time of my life. But anyway, I had my own apartment because I didn't have dorms, and I had a dorm rate for the apartment, kind of. It was cool. It was next to, it wasn't really next to it. It was like 5 minutes away from campus. And I got my first gaming computer senior year of high school, and I brought it with me to college, and I started playing World of Warcraft. And this girl I didn't actually meet on a dating app, but I will still count it as online dating because I was playing World of Warcraft and this panda came up to me, started chatting with me, and I was like, yo, help me out with my quest, would you? So she started helping me out with my quest, and I helped her out with her quest, and it turns out that we started talking more and more, and I gave her my phone number, and then we FaceTimed, and then she ended up flying to Orlando, where I lived at the time, and she stayed with me for the first time after our first date was at T-Rex Cafe in downtown Disney. It was awesome. And then she flew down a second time, and then the third time she moved here. After staying with me for a few weeks at a time each time, I decided long distance wasn't for me, so I moved her down here. That was my first online dating experience. Then, of course, I've met a few women on Tinder. Those were short-lived opportunities and very interesting ones. I've been to some theme parks with some dates, and actually that was the main thing when I was on Tinder. I would take them to Disney because I had Disney passes, and it was pretty fun. And, at that time I lived in St. Petersburg, Florida, which was pretty cool. Had my own place there, and then I got back into online dating again. And this time I used Facebook dating. Facebook dating worked twice. Tinder worked twice. And I met someone on World of Warcraft. So I can say online dating, it works. And the girls that I met on Facebook dating I actually ended up dating for, one of them was a few weeks, and one of them was, I think almost a whole year. It was pretty good. And that one I actually went to New York with, and I met her family. It was pretty nice. But I wanted to talk about the recent date that I went on, because I'm not in my 20s anymore. Now I'm 30 years old, and I went on this date. And it was really weird. It was Match.com, and this is the first date that I actually went on, and I felt a little catfished, so I wanted to talk about it. And it might occur more and more as I'm older now, I'm starting to feel, because this has never occurred once to me before. And so this time I tried Match.com. I went on Match.com, I made a profile, because I figured, hey, maybe there's quality people on there since you have to pay for it. I mean, personally, I paid $189 or $190 for 6 months, and I got 25% off my deal. So that is a lot of money. So I figured people that join this app, they're around my age probably because they're spending money like that. They're ready to be serious a little bit. It's not just Tinder. It's not just Facebook dating. So I joined Match.com, and this is kind of the first time I kind of got catfished. I matched with about 5 different girls, and I was talking to them. I called them my prospects, you know what I'm saying, hunk over here. And turns out one of these girls started talking to me a lot more than usual. Oh, God, did you hear that fart, bro? I just ripped ass. But anyway, this girl started talking to me more than usual. And started sending me books, and I would send her books back. I mean, 5 paragraphs at a time. So we kind of really hit it off. And I noticed her pictures on there seemed a little digitally blurred, like a little old, like they were taken on an old cell phone or something. So I was like, man, I'm not sure if this is, you know, correct. Like, is this what she really looks like? And so then, I gave her my phone number, and she didn't text me immediately. Hold on, guys, I got to fart. Oh, God, that one was a. Hold on. So, yeah, anyway, she doesn't text me immediately when I give her my phone number at first. She waits 2 days and then finally texts me, and she's like, hey, is it all right if I reach out to you? I know you gave me your phone number a few days ago. I'm like, who the fuck does that? That's weird, bro. When you give someone your number, text them now. But anyway, I was like, all right, maybe I could call you tonight. And she's like, that's too intimate. I'm not into that really until after we meet up. And I'm like, yo, that's weird. This is a dude. So I fucking reversed image searched her profile pictures that were old as shit. And she popped up, and it was who she said it was. So I stopped researching then and there because I didn't want to be a creep. I'm like, all right, it's not a dude. So I'm going to wait until the date comes. Well, I am at the coffee shop waiting for this girl to show up, bro. And she is 40 pounds over what all of her profile pictures entail. And on top of that, she's got a fucked up nose. But she's still pretty. I would say she's pretty. But, dude, finally I got catfished. And I'm like, yo, what the hell? I went on the most mature app I could find, and I got catfished immediately. And I do want to say, like, if she would have just posted herself as she is, I would have been 100% okay with it. Like, it wasn't the fact that she wasn't pretty or that she was overweight, because I think, her weight was about, maybe it was a little over average. She was a little overweight, but it wasn't that bad. That doesn't bother me at all. Like, I totally would have went on a date with her and dated her, and I probably would have been more accepting and happy when she first met me, other than what the hell kind of look I had on my face, because the fact of the matter is she lied. She covered something up, so I immediately thought this person could be fake and not real. Like, everything she says is just going to be fabricated. And the thing is, the date was ruined right at the beginning of the date, but I still sat through the coffee shop experience with her and played a little board game with her, and then took her out to dinner afterwards, even though I knew from the beginning it wasn't going to work out. And the thing is, my reaction sparked a look on her face, and it ruined the rest of the night because, again, she kind of lied from the get-go, and I wasn't comfortable with that, because then I was like, yo, she's just going to fabricate everything. So when she showed up to the coffee shop, she walked up to me and expected a hug, but instead I gave her a handshake because I didn't appreciate what just happened. And from then on, I knew the date was ruined. So after the date, I texted her and I said, what was your take on last night? And she said, well, you weren't feeling the sparks, and so neither was I. And so she basically blamed it on me when she's the one that was the catfish, and that kind of pissed me off. So I just blocked her and I ended that. But yeah, it was a very interesting experience, not one that I enjoyed. But anyway, I'm into the dating scene again, I guess, in my 30s, so we'll see how it goes, and I'm sure there'll be another story time, but those are my successes and failures of online dating. But honestly, there's a lot more failures I didn't talk about. But not in person, because they just either ghost me or it just doesn't work out, or I ghost them. One or the other. But you know how online dating is, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, peace out. Dangle Nugget out.